Oh, bong, gong, 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 gong. VINCI Code. Bong. Let's get started. Now, what is the Da Vinci Code? Now, there technically is a real Da Vinci Code. But in here, Dan Brown is just doing a lot of things that just make it as a very quick metaphor. Now, Dan has been through a lot of books, and this might have been one of his most greatest masterpieces. And I'm not going to argue here that Dan really has a masterpiece. So then, yeah, there's some other things that I like to talk to you guys about. But before we start on those, my name is Sean, and if you're new to this channel, then, well, please hit subscribe. But if you're not considering to subscribe because for some reasons, then at least hit the subscribe button, and then at least hit the like button, will ya? And do me a favor, hit the share button and share to anyone. And so, yeah, let's just get started. Now, all of us know what our world looks like. No, I'm not talking about the Minecraft world where you could be Steve or Alex and you have to fight Enderman or creepers, skeletons, or zombies. But, well, in our world, we do have all these new inventions. And we're constantly making new ones every day. So like Dan Brown's the Da Vinci Code. It talks about something that he calls the cryptex. And the cryptex is this little device here that can literally lock something inside. All you need to do, turn it, create a right combination, pop it off, pop the combination locking and you see something inside. It's probably either a map or a scroll leading to your next cryptex or something else. Or completely something else, like, I don't know, multiplication sticks? Okay, maybe not that, but that was just a guess. And now let's summarize this up. So this part starts in Paris and at the Louvre. And elderly curator of the Museum of the Louvre was violently murdered, and he was able to survive long enough to visit 2 paintings and just write a message on the floor. Write a message on the floor, or basically he wrote some numbers and this. O Draconian Devil, O Lame Saint, and the numbers are 13, 3, 2, 21, 1, 1, 8, 5. If you reorder them, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, it's the Fibonacci sequence. But that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, that's a bit meaningless. But when you rewrite O Draconian Devil and O Lame Saint, you get Leonardo da Vinci and the Mona Lisa. And well, they realize that there is another painting called the Madonna of Rocks. Behind it there's a key. They find it to go to a bank. And they just insert it many times. Insert. And then they have to write in a 10-digit code. Luckily, they are technically given it already. So they write it in the original random way, 13, 3, 2, 21, 1, 1, 8, 5, and then it's a bit too random. So then they write it in the Fibonacci way. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. Or 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 1, 3, 2, 1. An easy to remember Fibonacci, easy to remember digit code that is still 10 digits long, and they were able to access it. And they seem to have found a cryptex where basically they could literally use it to find the second cryptex and eventually find out where the Holy Grail is. And to be honest, in the end they did find it. Also, it has a lot to do with symbols of the feminine. You might know this symbol, like book, like just represented like this. This is the female symbol you might think of. And the male symbol should be like something like this. with an arrow at the end. Actually, it's more of this, to be honest. And eventually everything seems to work out. I mean, those are technically almost things that we seem to find out on during the days. But back then, this was the most common original male symbol, and this was the more common female symbol, the V and this upside down V. Eventually, then they made it equilateral triangles, and when you actually intersect them together, you get a star that you might really recognize, especially those Jewish people out there. The Star of David. And that's a bit less common, but it turns out that the Star of David combines the male and female symbols together. And that's actually the most interesting part about this book. And that's actually one of the main reasons why, in my opinion, the Da Vinci Code is Dan Brown's masterpiece and a blockbuster perfection. And so, yeah, technically that's how Da Vinci Code works. I might not be a fan of the Da Vinci Code that much, but still, there might be a lot of fact into this. And from my experience of learning the Da Vinci Code, learning by Leonardo da Vinci, that is, I mean, I've read all those paintings, but all of them don't look anything like the way they're described in the book. They look like the way that was described in the book, and that was the book that was used in the Da Vinci Code book. It's getting a bit confusing here. But not the way when in the book, Da Vinci Code book, that's a lot of books, and with the fresco. And so, yeah, it's so much to take in at once. I mean, if you're like brand new as me, you might understand most of this. Actually, it took me a bit of a longer time to make me sink this in, but eventually I got the hang of it. I may forget in the future, but that's for a different episode. And that's actually what this YouTube channel is for, to be honest. To spread my knowledge and also contain it for myself. But right now, that is typically the end of this episode. Before we leave, I'll tell you the secret of the masterpiece. I'll tell you the secret of the master. Will you shut up? I'll tell you the secret of the masterpiece of the Da Vinci Code. I'm just doing for a dramatic pause here. The way he represented the symbols, and the way he got fact to fiction. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did learn something new from this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next episode. Out. Peace. Big